Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? How you do? How's it going? How's everyone? What's everyone up to? To. Oh, I need to check one thing. 1 second. Let's switch that off. Oh, amazing. Did it work? Strange. Hey, Atsuki, food and breakfast. How's it going? So let's do one of your topics. Let's uh, let's do something fantasy related. I feel like doing more fantasy. I started another. Um, I need to double check a thing here so I don't show something I shouldn't show. Um, I started yesterday on my lunch break. I did that. Like a dark priest of sorts. I kind of liked it. So I kind of want to do more fantasy stuff. The fabulous beard is back. It's never gone mad. It's always here. Sultan's Lounge or Lunge? Lounge, I guess. Sultan's Lounge. That could be cool. Could be in a moody environment. Hey, Dr. Sheldon. Kirill, Lama. What up? Bruno Romanos. The man, the mystery. The Latin mystery. Bruno Romanos. I can definitely see you with like a pencil stash. Is that what they're called? These lip huggers. These thin black mustaches just on the like edge of the lip. Yeah, I can totally see that. Hey Zealin. So we got Sultan's Lounge, Moth Queen. Moth Queen, that's a cool topic, if I've ever heard one. Hey Sharsa, how's it going? Cosmoverse, what up? Let's put that there. No, that's weird. So we got Sultan's Lounge, Moth Queen, Moss Queen. Ah, Rebel. Hey Pro42, what up? So we got three topics. Shaman, that's with an S by the way. Shaman Minotaur. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. Let's start a dice roll and we'll see where we will end up. So as per usual, it's not that one, it's the one that's coming up. And it is, oh, number 5. There's no number 5. Sultan's Lounge 1. Moth Queen 2. Moss Queen 3. Shaman Minotaur 4. Mischievous Hedgehog by Kirill. You people. You don't make it easy, do you? Mischievous Hedgehog. Alright. The dice have spoken. Mischievous Hedgehog by Mother effing Kirill. I got the boss. What up, Gria? Gria, gria. Hey, Miss Monster. Good evening. Hey, Nereida, how's it going? Dame Deviant. Okay. Timer on. Mischievous Hedgehog. Mischievous Hedgehog. Mischievous Hedgehog. Okay. Alright. Hey, Janae, how's it going? What up? Okay, let's try. I'm gonna try play around a little bit, but I do have a plan. Okay. Mistake number one already been made. Okay. Gria, that's good. That's good. Yeah, having a week off is it's interesting, isn't it? It's like you realize all of a suddenly how much time you spend thinking about Unreal Bjorn and thinking about your art, right? It's quite different when you don't need to do anything, isn't it? Especially if you feel like a deadline that you need to meet it, and you need to, you know, you pressure yourself, and then all of a sudden, when you actually have spare time, it feels weird, doesn't it? Gria, you write apostrophe ref if you want it. Every Monday I will update this command with the weekly reference. Yeah. So what okay, yeah. Thank you. It's easy. Or we should maybe change the command to apostrophe study Monday to make it consistent. But I mean, ref is pretty. I don't know what you think. Is ref or study Monday? Monday study Monday better. What should be the command? Anyways, as I was saying, it is an interesting contrast of having spare time all of a sudden, right? And that's one thing I love. And that's true. I can have both actually. I can just make double. But yeah, study or ref study, study. Mon ref, maybe. No, but as I was saying about having spare time all of a sudden. One thing I noticed when I do a lot of projects and I have a lot to do and very little like spare time. Whenever I do get more spare time, I notice how relaxing it is. But then there's always periods where I don't do anything, and that spare time becomes wasted. You know, it doesn't feel like you're actually having any spare time, like that you're just idling. Right? If that makes sense. Like, you don't feel that you're on a break. You're just not doing anything. And that's what I love about earning breaks, or finishing a project so you can have a break, is always, it's always rewarding in that way, that you feel like the break is worth something. Yeah, Monster Ref, that's really easy to remember. Monday Ref, I hope I can make it this week. uh, I think Ref is fine, or Ref. Ref is fine. It is what it is. I mean, it means what it means, right? It's reference. I think it I think it might be overthinking it a bit. But yeah, so the judges are still. I'm still waiting for a few judges to pass their judgment. Most of them should come today, I hope. And then we're all set for Friday reveal. Um, hey, Ricky, what up? Um, yeah, but for I think I think what the difference between the round one reveal and round two is that I'm most likely not gonna have time to make the videos. But I'm gonna try to make a video just to keep that tradition going. You know, because I already done one hype trailer and round one trailer. I think it would be more fun to do another one to kind of keep the tradition of having some visual reward. So I'll do that, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the pairings. You know, like, oh, this person versus this person and this person won. I think I will. I think I will post it on the website at the morning stream, so that you can look yourself. Because depending on when I get all the judging, I mean, I could do the movie now, but I don't know all the judges their ruling, right? So it's like down to how fast I get the votes, right? So it makes it a little bit tricky to keep because there's really no buffer. It's like a week for judging, and within that week, obviously, the rulings are submitted, but they're not all like day one. So I can't. I mean, I could do prep work and hope I have time Thursday night to render the movie. I mean, I could do that and then have both winners and both losers like do the treatment, and then just switch off and on. But that's like I don't know. Yeah, I will reveal on stream. Hey, Amin, how's it going? Ricky. Um, if it's even split of 3-3, then the dice will rule. Because if we don't have a solid opinion, then why would one of the judges have a more valid point? So I'd rather give chance play, you know. Or give chance a say rather. But I doubt it will be a 3-3 split. But if there is, I will roll a dice to see the winner. Because if it's that even, and not all of us are able to create even judging, that means it's so good and so even that a dice roll might as well be the deciding factor. Anyway, Amir, how's it going? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a bit, I wouldn't say tired, but I've been like prepping to start running again now that winter is over. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start running. It's gonna be great. I love the feeling of running like 4 kilometers every morning. And then it started snowing back. I was like, ah, all right, no more, no running yet. So I'm kind of looking forward to start running, exercising. But yeah, it's not yet. I mean, yeah, exactly. All that mental prep, all that like, okay, let's. Oh shit. One thing. Pastel di nata, nah, man. I don't like running in snow, especially with ice. It's a sure way of falling. And I'm not a big fan of running in like -10, -20. It's okay. I can live without that. I mean, it's not -10 or -20 now. It's like just over 0. But still, I'd rather not have snow on the street. Ricky, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're prep ready at the door. Like, fuck. Oh no, yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind being cold. I don't mind swimming in ice water. Um, but I don't like running. Not so much in the temperature, but the fact that the road is so slippery, and that's how you break break things. And I'm on okay not running. Um, and I don't want to jeopardize breaking my arm because then I can't do art, and I don't want to like die no life attention level to my running that I like. Okay, at least I can run, but I can't paint. I'd rather do that opposite. You know, I'd rather not run and paint. But I will start running. I think next week. Next week will be good. It's time. Hey Loma. No, it's not that you don't need to prep. You don't need to prep for swimming in ice water. You just need a hole. No, but to fully maximize the benefits of ice water is you do it with sauna. Reason is because you heat up so you're really warm, and then you jump into the really, really cold water, and that rapid temperature shift is really healthy for you. And what I usually do in the ice water is that you always get this shock of the temperature. You always gasp, and you always like panic. But I always jump in, let the body do that reaction, and you try to suppress it, you try to control it, and then you are in the ice water for a while. You acclimate to it, and then you go up. I love that, rather than just woo. Oh yeah, you shouldn't do that if you have a heart problem, obviously, because it does make your heart crazy because of the shock. Pastel de nata. No, it's the same. It's the same, really. It's just that with jumping into ice water, you're making yourself jump into ice water. It's a little bit like your brain is saying, like, this is not. You shouldn't be in there. Don't jump in there. That's not a good idea. And the brain is trying to stop you. So you just have to will yourself in there. And as soon as you touch the water, the body does not want to be there. uh, but yeah, that's the only difference. Pastel de nata, you can't swim? Oh, you can go learn. It's never too late to learn. It's just about finding that balance between pushing yourself up in the water, and it's all about like synchronized movements. And all you need to do is practice practice the movements enough times for you to find that sweet spot of floating, sinking, and keeping you there with the momentum of motion. That's it. Erika, yeah, I did that with my son. I went baby swimming. You just drop them, and they're like the body's closest the airways, and they start to like wiggle, and then they float. It's really cool. Yeah, in Sweden, at least when I was young, it you have to learn to swim. You're not allowed to graduate school unless you can swim. And I've mentioned this before, and the last step was to swim with clothes on, fully dressed. You know, shoes, jacket, um, 2 layers of clothing, jeans or pants, and then you had to swim. I think like 6 lengths with clothes on. So it was really weird, like that last exam, like a bunch of kids with clothes on in the swimming pool. But that being said, it's been really useful in my life to be that confident with swimming. Yeah, it was sports class. It was like if you want to finish school, you have to like finish sports. You have to finish this. This is like mandatory. If you don't pass it, you don't pass sports. Because if you never felt the feeling of having like a jacket on, shirt, pants, shoes, socks, and you fall into water, if you're not prepared for that sensation, uh, you're gonna struggle. Because what happens is the clothes wrap around the body. Have you ever swam through seaweed and the seaweed like wraps around your leg and you feel like someone is grabbing you? Imagine that, but all over the body, and then swim. you know. Hey Japamo, how's it going? Oh, we got Japamo back. Oh Jesus. Hey Weeping Jay, how's it going? Darebard, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it is like that today, but when I was a kid, that's what you had to do. And I mean, it is like cornerstone of your life. What if you're in a boat? You're not naked in a boat. You have clothes on in a boat, and you fall in. But so yeah, I have had use have I've actually have had use for it many times. The like knowing the sensation of um, swimming with clothes on because I've fallen into water, obviously, but also knowing it's okay. it's no, I'm not in danger. I've been here before. Nothing special about it. Eric Ricky, yeah, exactly. Yeah, fall through the ice, and what do you do? Zealin, oh, you did? Oh well, I'm glad that you didn't succumb to it because it could have easily gone really bad. But yeah, I find like the old school ways of teaching, even though like old school things. I mean, I have a 10-year-old son, so I can see the difference. Uh, the old school way of teaching, like the factual aspect, is obviously dated from when I was a kid. Obviously, modern technology and modern ways of teaching has improved quality of teaching. But I also find a lot of kids don't get the same kind of dangerous, but it's safe kind of mentality. Where you just give kids a bunch of tools in woodwork and tell them to go do stuff. Don't touch that machine; that'll cut your fingers off. But yeah, here's some hammers and nails and saws and knives and go do shit, and then show it to me later. That was like woodwork, right? And all the kids were just like hammering, and you know, nowadays that won't happen because what if someone gets hurt, all that. And the same with kind of like swimming with clothes on. Uh, you have to do that or you won't pass sports. I mean, I don't think my son will have to do that in school. I mean, he has had school. He had swimming lessons in school, which is great. But it's in what it seems to me like it's quite cushioned. You know, like the old school is like, oh, whatever, they won't die. Miss Monster, yeah, absolutely. Ocean swimming and pool swimming in this day and night. Um, but in Sweden, there's a lot of waters, and in the capital of Stockholm, at least when I was young, the water was so pristine. You know, like salmon and stuff was swimming in the capital. You could fish them, and and everyone in the summers swam, you know, from bridges and so on. So it was very normal that in the summer in Sweden, everyone was swimming in water and not in pools. Yeah, I mean, like as a 18 to something year old going drinking, and in the summers in Sweden, there's no nighttime really. The sun kind of sets at 1, if I remember correctly, and then it comes back up again at 4. But during that time, it's not never really dark either. It's like a setting sun, so it's very bright nights in Sweden in the summer. So everyone is like swimming and you know, drunk. Obviously, there's lots of accidents, but I don't know how the Stockholm behavior is nowadays. But like 20 years ago, that was what everyone was doing after they were drinking, was to go swim after the bar, skinny dipping in the capital. No, yeah, I mean, don't be drunk in swimming because that's a sure way of sure way of drowning. But obviously, people at that time were educated in swimming, knowing, you know, don't be an idiot and drown. Um, and some people who were drunk, the lesser drunk people, were telling them, you know, you're too drunk, don't swim. Here, have a hold my beer type deal. At least in my circle of friends, there was no one who were like laughing at the drunk guy swimming. That didn't happen. Ricky, yeah. I mean, I try to have my son do that. Um, I mean, I send him off to parks. He runs away, runs out, not runs away. That sounds horrible. He runs to the park, hangs out in the park. You know, has a curfew when to come back, or I call him saying, you know, it's lunch, come. He'll come back, but it's not like it's close by, but not far away. But I trust him. You know, trust his judgment, or we have to trust his judgment rather. Um, it's easy to be too scared, but you can't be scared of life, you know. You have to, first of all, ease them into it, right? You just can't kick them out and go like, screw you, come back in 5 hours, I don't care. You have to train them to have that responsibility, right? But they should be allowed to, as long as they show and or learn the maturity of taking care of themselves, taking care of other children, and not do stupid things, and be careful of strangers. Stranger danger. I mean, I used a knife and axe when I was my son's age. I used to go and chop down like shitty trees that were dying, and I used to take them to my balcony and sit and make things out of with knives. I mean, I've cut myself a few times. I have to go and do like surgery on my fingers and so on, but they're still here. Dame Deviant, yeah, sure. I mean, there's a balance of neglecting a child and letting them show some independence. Anyways, here's the mischievous hedgehog. Catarosser, well, don't ski or snowboard drunk either. Sure way to make accidents. Don't ride a bike drunk. Don't drive a car drunk. Anything that requires attention and awareness and focus, you shouldn't do drunk. Unless it doesn't matter if you fail at it. But I mean, riding a bike and failing at it is a sure way of messing your face up. Skiing, being drunk and failing at skiing while drunk is a sure way of breaking a leg or an arm. I mean, it's common sense, really. It's like exactly what the topic about, like overprotecting or like that fine line between death and life, that you should let the kids tread that line. You should the same, like don't do anything like that when you're drunk. Yeah, being drunk, sleeping, or sitting on a chair talking. I mean, sometimes you even fail at sitting on a chair talking while drunk. So there you go. The hedgehog is pretty cute. I don't like it. It was a weird topic. But nevertheless, it's been created. Time is up. Let's raid someone. Um, who to raid? What's Tim Remmers doing? Now I'm getting some stupid ad instead of seeing. Come on, ad, go away. He's making animation. That could be interesting. Let's give him some love. Catarosser. Could be. Could be. Alright. Have a great day, everyone. Good night for you in that part of the world. Have a fantastic sleep, fantastic day. See you tomorrow morning for another stream. I will most likely stream on my lunch, which is in maybe 4 or 5 hours. Anyways, have a great one. Let's do the outro, and then I will take us over. And stay safe, everyone, but not too safe. Bye.